Hi, I'm Rob from MicksGarage. Today we're going to show you how to check the engine oil in your car. It's a very simple job to do, but it's one that many of us don't do, and it's very important. So let's get started. So first things first, we have to open the bonnet. On most cars it's somewhere down here in the footwell, usually on the right hand side. You're looking for a lever, something like this. Once you've released the bonnet catch inside the car, then you have to release the front bonnet catch. The design of these bonnet catches varies from car to car. On this one it's right in the centre. We just lift it there and open the bonnet. Now the bonnet's up, we're ready to check the oil. As you can see, I'm wearing disposable gloves and I've got a rag here to check to wipe the dipstick with. These are a great idea. They come in a box of 100 and you can just throw them away once you're finished. Here's our engine. This is the oil filler cap. This is where the oil goes in, and here is the dipstick. This is what we use to check the oil level. So first of all, your car needs to be on a level, flat surface. This is so that the oil stays level in the sump of the engine. If it's on a slope, then the oil will run to one end or to one side and you'll get an inaccurate reading. You can check the oil level in the car when the engine is hot or cold. If you're doing it when it's hot, then you need to leave the car for about 5 minutes after you've turned the engine off, so that the oil can run back down through the engine into the sump and give you a proper reading. Now to check the oil, pull the dipstick out of the engine, wipe it with the rag, put it straight back in, and make sure that it goes all the way down to the bottom. And now we're going to take our reading. The oil level has to be between the maximum here and the minimum down here. This one is just above the minimum, so it could do with a top up. It wants to be right in the middle ideally. Topping up the oil is very simple. First you just put the dipstick back in, take off the oil filler cap, pop it down somewhere safe. Remember where you've put it as well, and we're ready to top up the oil. It's absolutely essential that you get the correct oil for your car, especially with modern engines and especially with cars that have diesel particulate filters. If you're not sure what type of oil that your car needs, get in touch with us, or you can check on our website as well, and we can advise you on the correct type of oil for your car. Now we're going to top the oil up here. We'll just do a small bit at a time. If you don't have a funnel or something, just put a rag around the engine because you're going to spill a bit. And we just do a small bit again. Take a note of where you put the cap. Very easy to forget, and leave it in the engine. So just a small bit. That's enough. Put the lid back on, and then we'll leave that a minute and we will check the dipstick again and check our level. Now we're ready to check the oil level again. As I said, it's better to do a little bit at a time. Better to put in too little than too much. Now it's probably quite hard to see on the camera, but the oil level is right in the middle of the two marks there, which is exactly where I wanted it. So I'm happy with that, and we can put that back into the car. Now another thing to look for when you're checking your engine oil is the underneath of your oil filler cap. We've got two here. The one on the right is off this car that we've been working on, and this is in great condition, black and oily as we would hope to see. This one, not so good. It has this whitish, yellowish sludge. That's a sign of water or moisture in the engine oil, which is not generally a good thing. Not necessarily cause for panic, because some cars do suffer from it more than others, and if you're just doing short trips, just the school run in the morning, that kind of can build up as well. But maybe next time your car's in the garage you want to get it checked out. Now we're finished checking the oil, but this is a bit like a patient in the operating theatre. You need to make sure you haven't left any tools inside or anything like that. So take the rag out of the engine bay, put the cap back on to the engine, make sure that it's tight. If you don't do that, the oil will fly out and end up all over the top of your bonnet, and make sure that you have the cap on your oil as well.